I don't know who needs to hear this, but go into engineering. I know there's a lot of people thinking about going into engineering or who just start out in engineering and might feel like they don't belong there. I was in that same position when I started college. I wasn't working on little robotics projects growing up or in high school. I didn't help my dad rebuild old Chevys or anything like that. I wasn't doing computer programming when I was in high school. I didn't do anything that you would think that a typical engineer would be doing before they get to college. And when I got to college, I started in computer engineering, and I looked around me and I saw that so many people already knew a computer programming language and that they were already pretty proficient at it. And I just got overwhelmed by the sense of imposter syndrome that, man, I don't know if I really belong here. And I ended up switching to aerospace engineering, and then I switched to mechanical engineering just because I wanted something a little more broad. But I'm here to tell you, after working as an engineer for 8 years, 7 of those years at John Deere here in the Midwest, there is no cookie cutter version of what an engineer should be. Okay, if you are, I won't even say you like math and physics. If you can do math and physics and you can solve some math problems and you like solving problems in general, not math problems necessarily, but you like being given a complex problem to be able to break it down, follow some kind of a systematic, process driven approach, and figure out what that problem is, find a solution, propose a solution, be creative in terms of fixing that problem, then go into engineering and don't feel like you're an imposter. Don't feel like you don't belong. Don't look around and see other kids who have been in some kind of robotics club or coding camp since they were in third grade and think, man, you're in way over your head. It's just not the case. There is no, typical avatar for what a good engineer should be. And there's no typical, if you didn't go to this school, you're not going to be a great engineer. I've worked with engineers who went to some of the best schools in the country who sucked. And I work with some engineers who worked at some colleges you've never heard of in your life and were unbelievable. So just if you feel like you want to solve problems, you enjoy the creative problem solving aspect of engineering and of, tinkering and breaking down complex things into smaller chunks, just do it. Don't feel like you don't belong. I'm here to tell you that there's no single avatar for engineering, and it's a great career choice, and it makes a really good living. And you're always working typically on different things and new issues and new problems. So don't feel like an outsider, and don't feel like you don't belong in this field. And give it all you got. You're gonna have to work hard, but it'll be worth it at the end.